So, what conscious communication in a partnership isn't. We're going to get into that in a second because a lot of the more masculine-brained people, and that's yin-yang masculine, not whether or not your gender is male. A lot of people think that if they're going to be doing work either individually or in a class on how to communicate, especially with their partner, the person who really wants to know them best and really wants to understand them and be understood by them best. I've had a lot of people come up to me and say, like, my partner wants me to take this class and I don't do touchy-feely. I don't want to sit there and cry and sing with everybody, and I please don't make me be tortured. So this is in response to that, which is, how much torture do you think there needs to be for people who are more masculine brained in a communication class or a communication one-on-one situation?
Believe it or not, there doesn't have to be any torture in this kind of dynamic, because
Minimal.
the fundamentals of communication are actually much more about listening than they are about talking. Men oftentimes, or people who present in a masculine way, oftentimes start to feel overwhelmed by having to put what they call their feelings out there. And really, that kind of talking starts to turn into what people typically call mansplaining. Men aren't necessarily talking about their emotions, or masculine presenting people aren't necessarily talking about their emotions. They're kind of explaining them and justifying them, which doesn't particularly make anybody feel listened to, never mind men or women or people who present more femininely or even more masculinely, because it violates the hallmarks of what communication is actually most effectively about. And communication, effective, powerful, impactful communication, actually is more about listening than it is about communicating and speaking necessarily. When we're listening, we're much more capable of being able to understand what it is that we're actually taking in, and then in the ways that we can effectively respond to it, we are much more capable, powerful, and efficient, actually. So it doesn't require all kinds of talking about our feelings. What it requires, and what it gives us the opportunity to do, is speak with an understanding of the meaning that's being communicated to us. That's the power of listening, and that is one of the cornerstones and anchors and fundamental principles around what we're calling conscious communication.
I like it.